Hi cheese lovers, and today I'm going to show you how to solve a Rubik's Cube. Now the first step is to teach you notation. So this is basically the letters in an algorithm which tell you what to do, and an algorithm is basically instructions for basically instructions on how to move certain pieces around. So this is notation. A U stands for up, which means that. R stands for right, which means that. L stands for left, which is that. D stands for down, which is that. F stands for front, which is that. And B stands for back, which is that. Now, an apostrophe or inverted next to something means to do it the opposite way. So, right inverted would be. Now, and a 2 next to it means to turn it twice. So, up 2 would be. I recommend that you write down notation on a piece of paper. Now, I'm just saying, if you're going to buy a cube and have not bought one yet, just don't get any one that you can buy at a shop. Actually, I shouldn't say that. Don't buy any one that's not made by a Chinese company, because only the ones from a Chinese company are actually good. Okay, so now it's time to make the cross, which is the first part. Now I'm going to start off with the white cross. Now the first part of this is to get all 4 white edge pieces on the yellow side. Now that's an edge piece, that's an edge piece, that's an edge piece, that's an edge piece. So the easiest case is where that's already done, like that. Now here's another case, it's pretty easy. All you gotta do is just move it up. Now if it's here, you could just move it up like that, but that would hurt that. So you gotta move it to a free slot, and then you can just move it up. This one is there, so we just move it to a free slot, and then we just move it up. Some other cases might be if the edge piece is already there, but it's flipped the wrong way. So what you do is you move it like that, and then if there's a piece there, then you just move it to there, but for me there's none, so I can just move it up to a free slot. Another hard case might be when it's down there. You can't just do, because then it'll be wrong. So you do that, but not the 2, so that it can go like that. Now we got to get all of those white pieces on the white side. Now you may think, oh, I'll just do that and stuff, but you gotta make it so these are matched up with the correct one. So, okay, this is the white and red edge piece. It's got red, so it needs to match up with the red center, like that. So then you just move it down. That's blue, it needs to go to the blue center, like that. And then you just move it down. That's green, it's already matched up. Move it down, and that's orange. And then move it down. So you should have something similar to this once, and then that means you've done the cross. Now we want to finish the bottom layer. So what you do is you always hold the cross so it's on the bottom or the white side, and look for a corner piece on this top layer that has white, and not on the top but like facing you. There's one. So the other colors on it is blue and red. So we put it in between the blue and red centers like that. See, that's blue and that's red. Now we see that the white part is on the left. So we move this top layer to the right. We move this thing up, move that back, and move it back down. Then that inserts it. Now let's look for another one. Oh, there's one. So we move that, so that's on the left as well. So I move it to the right, move that up, move it across, and move it back down. Oh no. Now this is what you do when you've got one that's on the top. What you do is you put the white part above where it belongs, see, green and orange, green and orange. Then you move that so it's like that normal one, and then you move that up and move that down. And now as you can see, it's a normal one, so it's on the left, so you move that right, move that up, move it across, and move it down. Now if you've got this case where it's already inserted, not necessarily in the right slot, but it's already inserted, that means you gotta do this. So make it so the white side's facing you. Now if it's on the right, then you start with right. If it's on the left, you start with the left. So we're on the left. So you move that up, the left side, move that across, and then move that down. Now it's just like all the other ones. Okay, now you've done the bottom layer. Now I'm going to show you some other cases. So if that's on the white side's on the right, then so you put it where it belongs, green, red, green and red, and instead of moving it to the right, you move it to the left, and then you move that up, move it across, and move it back down. And here's what you do if that white side is on the right, you move that up, and then you just do it normally. Now it's time to memorize algorithms. So now I recommend you write the algorithms down on a piece of paper. Okay, so the first thing what we want to do is look in the top layer and find an edge with no yellow. Here's an edge with no yellow, so we match it up with its center, and we see it doesn't need to go to the right or to the left. Now it's red and green, and that's the red center and that's the green center, so it has to go to the right. So we do this algorithm. Up, right, up inverted, right inverted, up inverted, front inverted, up, front. Now we look for another one. Here's one, we match it up to the center. Now this needs to go to the left. So what we do here is up inverted, left inverted, up, left, up, front, up inverted, front inverted. Okay, here's another one, it's already matched up. It needs to go to the right. So I do up, right, up inverted, right inverted, up inverted, front inverted, up, front. And here's our last one, match it up with its center, it needs to go to the left. So I do up inverted, left inverted, up, left, up, front, up inverted, front inverted. And that is the second layer done. Now you may have a case where there are no edges on the top layer that don't have yellow, but your second layer is incomplete. So what you do is you hold it so that an incomplete edge is on the right, and then you do up, right, up inverted, right inverted, up inverted, front inverted, up, front. And then you just do it how you normally do it. And match it up and do up, right, up inverted, right inverted, up inverted, front inverted, up, front. Now we got to orient these edges, which basically means make it so it's got yellow on the top. So what we got to do is front, right, up, right inverted, up inverted, front inverted. So that's for the case if you've got just that and no other yellow pieces. You can just do it however, just with yellow on top. Now, if you've got two yellow edges oriented but they're adjacent to each other, hold it so one's in front, like facing you, and the other is to the right. Then do front, right, up, right inverted, up inverted, front inverted. Now if you have it so you've got two edges facing up but they're opposite each other, then hold it so one's to the right and one's to the left, and then do front, right, up, right inverted, up inverted, front inverted. Now I got to orient these corners. So this algorithm I'm about to tell you will twist that corner clockwise, that corner clockwise, and that corner clockwise. So we got to hold it so that only one corner is yellow. Now if I hold it like this, then that yellow will go there, that yellow will go there, and that yellow will go there. That'll mean there will be two yellow corners facing up, and we don't want that. If we hold it like this, then that yellow will go there, that yellow will go there, and that yellow will go there. We do want that. So what you do is right inverted, up two, right, up, right inverted, up, right. Now if you put, so the corner that's already up is in the right bottom, the bottom right hand corner, and then you do right inverted, up two, right, up, right inverted, up, right. Now you may have to repeat that again. So right inverted, up two, right, up, right inverted, up, right. Now we've got to permute these corners, which basically means put the corners in the right place. So what you're going to want to look for is these headlights, which is basically a pair of corners that are the same color. So what we do is we put down the back. It doesn't matter if that's the same color as well, but it's just for me it isn't. So have down the back, and then we do right inverted, front, right inverted, back two, right, front inverted, right inverted, back two, right two. Then we align that. Now if you have no headlights, like here, then you just do that algorithm, right inverted, front, right inverted, back two, right, front inverted, right inverted, back two, right two, and then you get the first case where you put the headlights in the back, then right inverted, front, right inverted, back two, right, front inverted, right inverted, back two, right two. Now you will want to make it so the corners with the right rest of the pieces. Now we gotta permute these edges, so put them in the right place. Now if you've got no completed face apart from yellow or white, then just do that. It doesn't matter how you hold it, just have yellow on the top. Then do right, up inverted, right, up, right, up, right, up inverted, right inverted, up inverted, right 2. Now, hold the completed side in the back, and then do right, up inverted, right, up, right, up, right, up inverted, up inverted, right 2. You may have to do that algorithm 2 times, but that should solve the cube. If you are having trouble with this, try watching it again and looking at that section you didn't understand. But if all else fails, then you should watch Red KB's tutorial. It's what I watched, and what I've taught you is basically what he teaches, but I think he teaches it better than me. For future reference, in any of my other tutorials I will make in the future, when I say the beginner's method, this is the method I'm talking about. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and share it with your friends if they would like to learn too. Anyways, bye.